I'm so happy to see you again. Today, we are going to be learning about seasons. We're going to talk specifically about the season that we're currently in right now. Today is January 9th. Now, who thinks they know what season we're in? There are 4 seasons, and we are currently in the coldest season. I have my sweater on, I've got my beanie because it's so cold outside. I have a big jacket next to the door and maybe even some snowshoes. That's right, we're in winter. Let's learn about winter. Let's learn. Come on, let me teach you. All right, so for today, we're gonna learn some really fun facts about winter. We're also going to make some snowflakes, and we're even gonna make a snowman. We have 2 art projects today. It's gonna be a really fun day. Let's get started. So for today, my buddy Ray really wanted to tell you guys some facts about winter. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her take over with the facts.
Hi, you guys. It's really good to see you guys again. All right, winter facts. During winter, some animals hibernate, or pretty much sleeping for a really long time. Some animals that do that are gophers, frogs, snakes, and bats. Also, bears. Bears can hibernate for a really long time. Some bears hibernate up to 8 months. That means they're not eating or drinking any water or going to the bathroom. That's so crazy. Some other really cool winter facts. Winter is the coldest season out of all 4 seasons. It's the coldest one. Snowflakes can take up to 2 hours to fall from the cloud to the ground. During winter, the sun looks bigger. All right, you guys. Thanks for listening to Facts by Ray. See you guys in a little. Bye.
Ray, thank you so much for those really fun facts. I had no idea the sun looks bigger in winter. I'm gonna have to check out the sun a little bit more often. Okay, let's get started with our first project. Let's make some snowflakes. Now, I have doily paper. Doily kind of looks like this. It's a little bit kind of thin and has these really decorative things on the outside. You do not have to use doilies. You can just use a regular piece of paper that's cut into a circle. Any circle is gonna be perfect. I just like this because it's a little bit extra pizzazz. What you're gonna do is you're gonna fold your doily paper or your regular circle paper in half, making sure it's even all the way around. You wanna make sure you're folding it even, okay? Then you're gonna fold it again. Same thing. You wanna make sure it's even. So you wanna fold it right in the middle. Kind of get all those edges, and you're gonna fold it one more time. So it kind of looks like this cone shape, right? You kind of have this little cone shape. You have all your edges folded, everything looks pretty even, and then you're gonna start cutting. Now, who knows how to safely cut with scissors? So in order to use scissors safely, I'm going to keep them closed, right? We're always gonna keep those closed. And we're only going to be cutting paper, only paper, nothing else. I'm gonna take my 2 fingers right here, my pointer and my middle finger. I'm gonna put those right in the middle. And I'm gonna put my thumb in this smaller hole right here. See, it opens and closes. Then I wanna make sure my scissors are always kind of pointed away from me. I'm gonna start by cutting in the middle here. Again, my scissors are pointed away from me, and I'm gonna cut right there. You can cut however you want to. I just kind of wanted a little cut right there. You can do something like this if you want to. something like that. Either way is fine. Every snowflake is different, just like every artist is different. Okay, then I'm gonna kind of cut the edges. Now this part, you wanna make sure you're really safe with your fingers again over here. See how far my fingers are away? And I'm gonna carefully maybe cut some kind of design. Maybe I'm gonna cut a circle here, maybe another circle up here. Again, cutting away from myself, being really safe with scissors, and really taking my time. There's no rush. You don't need a rush. I want to decorate this side a little bit too. I think I'm going to do something a little different with this side. Maybe I'm going to cut out some triangle kind of shapes. There we go. Some triangle kind of shapes right there. Some more. Whoop, there we go. So there we go. I kind of have a little something like this. And I'm gonna cut off the edges there. Make it kind of look like that. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but we'll find out together. Now, you can choose to also cut this side over here. The only thing we don't wanna do is we don't wanna, of course, cut all of this in half, because then you're gonna cut your snowflake in half. Or cut all of this in half either, because then you're gonna cut your snowflake in half. We want to make sure that there's still some folds. See how there's still folds on this side, and see how there's still folds on this side. That way when we open our snowflake, it's still whole, okay? So I'm going to cut a little bit of edges on here. Again, being really safe with my scissors. Maybe I'll cut some triangles this way. I want to make sure I move my fingers out of the way. Some triangles. Like that. Again, over here, like this. Now, I'm holding my snowflake up so you guys can see how I'm cutting. I'm also gonna show you cutting the snowflake how I normally would cut it and how you guys should be cutting it. You kind of want it to be flat and away from you. You don't really want to hold it up like that, okay? So I'm gonna show you both ways. I was just gonna show you this way first. So, we have our snowflake all cut out. Now, when we open it, let's see what it looks like. There's my snowflake. Look at that. It's pretty beautiful. Next up, we are going to be painting these snowflakes. Come on, let's paint.
Who woke me up from my sleep?
Hi, it's me, Ray.
Don't you know that bears sleep during winter?
Yes, I do. I am so sorry.
All right, so I have my snowflake that I already cut out that I showed y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna show you from this angle how to cut as well. So I have this little doily, it's smaller. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna fold it in half. Fold it in half again. And one more time. And then with our scissors, I'm gonna show you again how we're gonna be safe with these. So with my pointer finger and my middle finger and my thumb, these three fingers, I'm gonna put the two, my pointer and my middle finger in this bigger hole right here, and then my thumb's gonna go right here. That way I can easily cut. Being safe, I'm gonna make sure my scissors are always pointed away from me. And I'm gonna only cut paper. There we go. Snip. Cut some of these over here. Doing the same thing that I did on my bigger doily. Cutting, like that. Maybe cut over here, some of these, cutting away, being safe, making sure I'm watching out for my fingers. And there we go. Cut my edges here and here. Made sure to keep my folds. Remember, we don't want to cut everything because then our snowflake wouldn't really be a snowflake anymore. Afterwards, I'm gonna open it all up for my little snowflake. Okay. Really important as artists, we gotta clean up after ourselves. So I'm gonna move all of this out of the way and throw away my trash. Okay, next we're going to paint our snowflakes. I have over here my water with my paintbrush. I have my watercolors. Yours might look like this, might look a little different. You can use liquid watercolors or a watercolor palette like this. That one's just mine. I got this one from Michael's. So, going to use this and let's get started. We're going to be making a snowman. Not a real snowman, not with snow, but we're going to be making a snowman using puffy paint. Has anybody ever used puffy paint? I'm going to show you how to make puffy paint, and I'm going to show you how we're going to paint with puffy paint. Okay, let's make some puffy paint. So to make puffy paint, you need shaving cream. It can be any kind of shaving cream. Mine's just regular shaving cream. Glue, white glue, kind of Elmer's glue. This one's just a Craft Smart glue. Any kind of glue works. And then I use a plastic cup to mix it in. You can use a paper bowl or whatever you want to mix it in. You're going to pour this glue. Yeah, I can open this. Pour this glue into our cup. Lots of glue in there. It's really up to you, however much you want to use. So I have my glue in here. And then next, I'm going to add my shaving cream. Now, I'm going to keep this puffy paint white because I'm making a snowman. And my snowman's going to be white. But you can also add in liquid watercolor. And it'll make it whatever color you want it to be. So if you want some pink puffy paint, put in some pink liquid watercolor. If you want green, put in some liquid watercolor of green, mix it all up. I'm gonna keep mine white, so I'm not adding in any watercolors. Give it a good shake. And then start adding in shaving cream. Smells good. Gonna take this brush over here. I like to use these kind of brushes to mix or whenever I'm using glue. That way I don't ruin any of my nicer brushes. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is mix, mix, mix. Mix all that glue. Mix all that shaving cream. It's that simple. It is that simple. And then once you're done mixing all of this, mixing, I'm going to use this as your paint. This is going to be our snowman paint. Okay, so now that we know how to make our puffy paint, we're going to start making our snowman.
All right. That was a really close call with that bear back there. Whew. Good thing I got away. Okay, next up, snowman making. I have a snowman right over here. So I made this snowman using snow. But today, you're going to make a snowman using puffy paint. When you start making your snowman, you're going to use a certain shape. Now, what shape is my snowman made out of? Circles. Yeah. And how many circles do you see? There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 circles. Now, what shape is a snowman's carrot nose? Yeah, it's kind of like a triangle. That's right. Now, what shape are the snowman's eyes and buttons? Yeah, they're circles too. You're right. All right, I think you guys are ready to make your snowman now. Let's get started.
All right, so I have my watercolors. This is what I'm going to use to paint the background of my snowman picture that I'm going to paint. Some clean water, and of course, my puffy paint. All right, now I've painted my whole background. I'm ready to start putting my snowman on top. I grabbed some glitter over here, some little like sparkly flakes and glitter if you wanted to add some onto your snowman at the end. All right, so I'm gonna get my, over here, my puffy paint. Look at how puffy that is. I'm gonna get a scoop, almost like I'm scooping some ice cream, I guess. I'm gonna start with the head of my snowman, and I'm carefully painting it on, kind of, like that, leaving it so it's puffy. I wanna get plenty of paint, of this puffy paint. That way it gives off that puffy effect. I want it to have that kind of puffy, kind of paint effect. Again, another scoop. See the size of my scoops? They're pretty big. I'm gonna do the tummy. Tummy over here. Get some more puffy paint like that. Maybe I'm gonna kind of clean up a little bit some of these circles. Maybe I'll add in some a little bit more puffy up there. There we go. I've got my snowman. Now you can leave it like this if you want to. Maybe you want to add in some of these watercolors over here. Maybe I'm gonna put in some buttons. So I'll just kind of take my paintbrush and some buttons. Put in a little bit more color there. Buttons right on top. Maybe you want to give them a little carrot nose, right? Tap that off a little. Come over to my orange. A little bit of a carrot nose over here. You can kind of see it. Make it a little darker. My carrot nose. Right there. Gonna give him 2 eyes. Right there. Maybe a little smile. There we go. Now you can also, if you want to, paint in on top. Maybe you want to add some stick arms over here. Some stick arms over here. And there's your snowman. Now if you want to add a little bit of that glitter like we were talking about, you want to be really careful with the glitter, and just a little goes a long way. A little bit of glitter goes a long way. And I'm just putting it right on top of my puffy paint. Because we made that with glue, it's gonna stick nicely. Now, I'm just gonna let it dry. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had such a fun day learning about winter. We made
Snowflake and got to paint them. We also got to make our winter snowman. So sparkly. We also learned lots of fun facts about winter. Thanks so much for joining. See you guys next time. Bye.